Thank you. Hi, I am Jed O'Sullivan, popular culture critic and academic. You will probably know me from my work in popular culture, PoCu, with specific reference to the mass media, Mame, with specific reference to mass murder, PoCuMaMe. So here we are in Balham, in the south of London, and I have come on the tube. I have ridden the tube, which is apparently a joke. So I have come here on the Northern Line, which is fascinating for me because it actually goes south, which is sort of post-referential, self-ironic, and almost meta in its intention. And I have come to Balham, which is famously known as the gateway to the South and celebrated as a vacation entertainment resort of great legend. But what is the reality? Thank you for asking. What is the reality of this in the modern age? Well, we're going to find out on my trip here today. So let's go and explore Balham. But first I need to scan. Okay, yeah, so this is fascinating to me. Help. So what are our options? Fire, emergency information. As an academic, I am absolutely disgusted that information is given such low prominence on here with a small button. That's just not right. And no begging. Obviously, $200, UKIP pounds, makes it just a kind of, well, you know, an Excel spreadsheet of a situation, doesn't it? You know, if you earn enough, then you can pay the fine, and that really disgusts / fascinates me. Anyway, stop interrupting. Let's go and explore Balham next. It's a little known fact, but 2 out of 3 residents of Balham are in fact estate agents, and the art goes back for millennia, if not decades. It's just fascinating because this ancient art is just so alive here in Balham, and yet it is so relatively cheap to buy or rent a home here in Balham. This 1 bedroom is $495 UKIP dollars a week, which is hardly anything when currency is factored in. We're here at this sign saying 20 because I want to just tell you something that's a little bit darker. I don't want to give you the impression that here in Balham it is all just sunshine and light and frolicking on the green. No, here in Balham there is a controversial ruling, which is that certain streets are designated for 20-year-olds and under only. It's a form of social eugenics, which has really raised a lot of hackles worldwide, but Balham proudly supports this policy, which is fascinating. It's a kind of sort of south of London version of the movie Logan's Run taken to extremes, but whatever, I can't comment, I'm just an academic. Okay, but I'm here to tell you about 2 Italian families who got their start here in Balham, south of London. And they both started restaurants and have both had some success, but the story goes that one of these families got more money from the mafia than the other. I want you to just look at visual clues now and see if you can work out which one that might be. Okay, go. As you can see, a storm is brewing. Can you hear the wind? I feel like Lear out on the moors, or am I the fool? It's hard to know. But right here in the center of Balham, a war is raging because this is a predatory incomer tackling the indigenous population and stores of Balham. Waitrose, which doesn't it just smack of impatience, of aggression, masquerading as something lightly perfumed. Yeah, Waitrose has literally arrived here in the center of Balham and is literally eating the local library, which is fascinating and upsetting. We can see this aggression, this essential primordial fight happening right here, right now. You'll notice there's no recycling here. This is dog eat dog. I did try to go in the library. It is currently closed. It opens for 35 minutes once every third Friday. Waitrose is, of course, currently open. I was looking for my new book, which is called And the Tweet Goes On, a collection of my tweets from last year, examining the work of Lady Gaga in her declining career in the context of Syria and female genital mutilation. So I'm here at Balham Bowls Club, and I am particularly enjoying the naive style of artistic representation. Here, the bowls themselves have been rendered in a beautifully naive vernacular. So much so that the dip of the bowl is hardly visible, and it hardly looks like something that you would use for putting liquid or semi-liquid in. We don't know what actually happens in the ancient games of bowls, but I imagine there will be stacked or washed, etc. So here we are at a fascinating sociological experimentation where the local community has decided to embrace commerce and marry it, mash it up, if you will, with education. So the children will come here, drink coffee, eat croissant, and have their education at these ancient school desks. Just thrilling. If I peer into the middle/semi-middle distance, I can see a wonderfully exciting piece of Balham history. This sign says Sainsbury's. Now you may know what that means. It is a cultural signifier to a lot of people. But it is also exciting because my research leads me to believe that there are not many supermarkets in London. So coming here is thrilling in itself. But even more than that, it's very pertinent to the history of Balham. Here, it was an enclosure, and in fact, Balham means forced or circular enclosure. Was right here, and the Saint Barry or Sambury was worshipped right here, and which is just so thrilling and so exciting. I'm going to take an extensive walk over to show you what happens here in Balham right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, because this enclosure area has been reappropriated, repurposed, if you will, as the world's first recycling center. It was started a while ago, and it has spread globally from here, which I think means that we've got a lot to thank the people of Balham for. And in fact, if you can crane round here, you can see that they thank us. And I think globally we should all take a moment to say, no, Balham, thank you.